billion tons of coal is used annually, 75% for electricity production. This is an immense amount used yearly for a limited amount of resource, resulting in oil reserves estimated to last for 20 to 140 years, or more likely about 40 years, gas lasting for 65 years, and coal, though speculated to last for about 155 years, will then run out much faster when the other resources are depleted and it will be used as a substitute for energy sources. Even at this pace, there are increased power outages, resulting in an annual cost of power outages at $80 billion a year. It is due to these causes that people now research for alternate fuel sources, and however there are several more unconventional sources of energy in development, and I would strongly urge others to research these after learning the pros and cons of biofuels, solar energy, hydroelectric energy, and tidal energy. First, though biodiesel can be easily combined with petrodiesel quite easily, the fault is at the lack of ethanol. This is because crops cannot supply enough ethanol alone, and even if they could, there would be increased prices in produce and as well as possible destruction of habitats. It is also uncertain that if biofuels will need more energy than they give. However, a less commonly researched topic is a fungus found in Patagonia. We should research these more because it is found that they naturally contain the compounds found in diesel fuel. Tidal, wind, and solar energy all produce zero pollution. However, like wind energy, tidal energy must be in an extremely elevated position, just as wind energy requires certain locations as well. Because of this, they are impractical for use in practice everywhere. Also, tidal and wind energy all cost more than dams to make, which are a resource that we already have full research of. Like wind energy, tidal energy uses intermittent tidal flow, which is a start and stop cycle that makes it a lot more expensive. On the other hand, solar energy is extremely efficient, but has a high initial cost for the individual. The price of solar cells is over $1,000 each. Also, half the day solar panels do not produce energy for your home, and weather and pollution cause major problems for it. This makes it very impractical for business and industries in cities. Current research in kinetic energy shows that it has a high cost and is very obstructive. However, there's a less commonly researched one called hydrokinetic energy, which is basically underwater windmills. This does not interfere with the environment and causes zero pollution because it is basically it's underwater and cannot, unlike dams, does not cause any obstruction at all. However, it lacks in design and it also in practice, since it is deployed underwater, but has great potential and should be researched more. There are several speculated sources of energy that has high potential but little research. One of such is lightning, as one lightning bolt can generate over 5 billion joules of energy, which can power a city for a month, and this is each bolt. The reason we need more energy in lightning, more research in lightning, is because we currently do not have a way of containing the energy, nor can we predict where it will strike. Another speculated energy source are tornadoes. Currently, tornadoes are being made by Lewis McCall, and according to him, the excess heat from coal and nuclear plants cooling their necessary water can power a tornado in its turbines initially. However, popular science also states that the tornado can then run by its own heat, thus forming a source of almost perpetual energy. There is a startup company called ZGen that is currently trying to secure $4.5 million to research in landfill waste. The CEO of ZGen calculates that you can use 300 million tons of municipal waste used in the U.S. annually to generate $28 billion worth of energy. He also calculates that one facility has the potential to gasify 450 tons of waste, thus powering 10,000 households a day, while supplying the facility itself with energy. As you can see, the current energy problem can be solved with alternate energy sources, but only if the research is wisely put to use due to time constraints. Although the popular energy sources are favorable, one should not neglect the other less conventional fossil sources of energy as well. Thus, I strongly encourage support in researching hydrokinetic, lightning, tornadoes, and landfill waste. We certainly have the energy to do this.